Hello, today I will show you how to implement weather from Home Assistant onto Ulanzi TC001 device. So let's begin. Here is my Home Assistant dashboard. You see the weather here. So if you're curious how I achieved this nice card, well, you need to go to settings, then go to devices and services, and here is the Meteorologics Institute. So click on add integration, look for this Meteo and choose the one. This is the one. If you will click it, after that you need to provide your latitude and longitude, if I remember correctly, and that's it will pick up it automatically from your location if you went to map and decided to provide your home location. Fine, so this is the first thing. Install some Meteo that is free and do not require an API key. I really recommend this one because it has something like humidity, wind speed, air pressure and temperature. And if I will click on this pencil to edit my dashboard and I will click this one, you can see after I click this in edit mode, we have those 4 values. Not every weather integration provides so many information. So what I'm going to do, I will just use this information. So my automation will be picking up the current state of all those 4 values and it will display them on the screen. So you will see on Ulanzi TC001 exactly the current temperature, humidity, wind speed and air pressure. Okay, so what is really important here, I will close this one for a moment and I will try to I think I need to click this one and this cog wheel to go into settings, I suppose. And yes, here is something like entity ID and you need to copy this entity ID to have it somewhere in the notepad, because this entity ID is crucial and without this you will not be able to make your automation. So I will close it now. I will go back, I'll close this one, done. I don't want to edit, I already have this nice card. And if you're curious how I added it, click on pencil, add a card, scroll down, and at the end you have something like weather forecast. You can just click it and fill those information here. And also here, if you will click this small triangle on a drop down list, you have this entity ID. Okay, I will close this one because I don't want to add another weather card. And now it is time for our automation. So go to settings and automation and scenes and then click create automation here. And after that, create a new automation and choose a trigger. So add the trigger, type time and choose time pattern. Okay, fine, and hours leave empty and provide 0 here and 0 here. So every 1 hour it will do the action, trigger will work. Then leave conditions as they are, empty. You can add them later and then we will focus on then do. So add an action and type MQTT. If you are curious now why I have this option, watch my previous tutorial about this Ulanzi, how to connect it with Home Assistant, because I don't want to waste my time to explain how I installed MQTT and Mosquito broker add-on here or Node-RED. I just want to focus on quickly showing you how to implement it. So if you already watched my videos, thank you very much. If you didn't, please watch them. Also, I have articles on my website, so you can read them and you can follow them. So you need to choose MQTT publish, then you have something like topic and a payload template. Not payload, but payload template. We will focus on those 2 and this is everything what you need. So topic, go to your Ulanzi TC001 web panel, go to MQTT section. In this tab you have something like prefix, so you need to copy it and go back here and paste it here, then slash and custom and weather, something like this. Why this way? I will try to explain it. So every animation on the screen of this device is displayed on a so-called separate path, separate panel, let's say it. So each panel has a separate path. For example, if I have an animation, I have my prefix slash custom slash animation. If I have a YouTube, I have a slash weather, etc, etc, etc. So each animation has a separate path, separate topic that allows it to, to display on this device. This is the way we work, and this is the standard default settings: prefix slash custom slash and name of the panel, the card. Okay, now it is time to provide a payload template, and I already created it, so I'm going to paste it and you will see how it is working. So first of all, I will paste it here and I will go at the end so you can see I have all the values. So what I have here, I have something like text. So what kind of text is displayed, and now I have something like state underscore attr, I mean state attribute, and you can see I'm using entity ID weather.dom. In Polish language it means home, so by default it should be, I suppose, weather.home, but as I presented in a moment, so I'm going to show you, you need to find out what kind of values you want to add here, because what I did, I added a Celsius, so you can add degrees of Kelvin, for example, and the wind speed, it can be miles per hour instead kilometers per hour, etc, etc, and the same with the pressure, and it depends on you. I mean, you need to configure this weather card that I presented previously, where I also presented to you the entity ID, and yes, so you copy the entity ID, you modified this card according to your needs, and then please remember to put the same exact values here. I mean, the same values for humidity, it should be in percent, for example, but the pressure in my case is in HPA, but it can be in millimeters. Doesn't matter actually. It depends on your needs actually. So first of all, configure this weather card and then provide here proper values to pick them, and that is all. Icon, you can see the ID, so I'll try to explain it quickly. And what you can do, you can go here to this panel from Ulanzi, go to icons, paste it here, preview, and you have something like cloud and rainy cloud, and this is the way we can work with this, and this is the standard behavior. And if you want to use another one icon, so on our website developer.lametric.com you have a sort of icons. I mean, there are tons of them, and you can type where there's something like this, and yeah, and it will search through the gallery, and it will display icons connected with the weather topic. And so you can pick up another one, and if you want to, let's say I would like to have some nice sun instead of cloud and rain, maybe this one. Okay, I will pick this one and I will copy this ID. So here we go, preview, download, close, save configuration, close, that's it, select, Control C, go back here and change this value here. So the problem is that is hard coded, so in a moment I will show you how to implement a much better option, but I will use a Node-RED for this, and I will just import already prepared flow that I made by myself. I spent a lot of hours to figure it out, how to make it work, to to get the current state of the weather, like is it a sunny day or rainy day or cloudy day, and to provide something like an icon map. Okay, so this is the hard-coded version. So rainbow means, yes, you can by default the Ulanzi device displays text in white color, and if you want to have a rainbow you can set it to true, and then the text will be in rainbow color. duration 30 seconds. Okay, click save, and that's it. This is everything what you actually need. And now weather just like that, and Ulanzi TC001, why not, something like this. Here we go, save it, and now you can click three dots here and choose run, or you can go back to view, like automation view, and you can see the weather Ulanzi TC001 is available here, and also here there are three dots, and you will click it, you can pick it up and when click on run, and you can see last triggered. Settings, automation and scenes, and here it is. And now it is time to test it, so we can try to figure it out. And yeah, and the weather is displaying on the screen, and it is working like a charm. There's no problem at all. But the problem is here that this icon is hard-coded. So what if you would like to display the icon according to the weather panel? I mean, here you can see there is a cloudy day today, and what if I would like to you know, change this icon dynamically and to make it work? Because like I said, I made a flow, so this flow is able to pick up a correct icon according to the value that is displayed here. So how I achieved this goal? Well, I will show you. I have something like Node-RED, so one more time you need to watch my tutorial how I installed Node-RED inside Home Assistant and how I configured it to make it work together with Home Assistant, MQTT, Mosquito add-on broker, and Ulanzi TC001 device. And now it is time for a showtime. So I will click hamburger menu, import, and here I will paste the code that I already have, and I will share this code with you, so it is the fastest way you can implement the whole thing. Then I will try to explain it, because it is really difficult and time consuming to explain everything step by step. If you are curious and if you will want to some kind of video that explains step by step how to create a flow inside a Node-RED according to this weather, let me know. I can record it and I can present you how to make it work step by step. Okay, click import, and that's it. And okay, import copy, and after that you have something like weather display. And so you have an injection node. So this is a node that is required to trigger the action, and every 10 minutes it is picking up the weather data thanks this node, current state node. This is the node from Home Assistant, and you can see I'm using the entity ID here, and also I have something like Home Assistant server. If I will click this pencil, you have seen something like base URL and a token, and you're wondering how to make it work, because now the base URL and token is empty. Click deploy to save the state, and now go to your username, scroll at the end, and here you have something like long-lived access token. So you need to click create a token and provide a name, and I will provide a test just for this tutorial. And here is the token. So click on this icon to copy it, paste it to a notepad and have it somewhere, and then later you will be able to use it, because once you will generate it you will not be able to view the token. I will close this one, and you can see I have a test, so I cannot view it anymore. I will get rid of this because I have this weather token, so I will put it into the flow, exactly into the node that is responsible for the communication with weather. So let's click twice here, click this pencil icon here, and let's do the job. And now what you need to do, you need to exactly provide the same URL that you can see in the hint. So do this, and after that, of course, you need to provide your token. Without this you will not be able to log in to Home Assistant to pick up the data. And here it is. accept and authorize it as a self-certification. Selected, it must be clicked in, checked in, and cache autocomplete also must be checked in. Okay, so those two values are checked, and update, and then check this. Entity ID is fine, click done, deploy one more time. Now it is time to show you the function node, and here is the function. I have something like var. Var means variable message data state, to pick up the state, and here you have something like icon map. So to each value, sunny, partly cloudy, and raining, snowy, I decided to pick up a proper icon. I mean, what I did, I went here, I was looking for a proper icon, then one by one I copied ID here, pasted here, preview, download, save configuration, preview, download, save configuration for each single icon. And now if I will click on files and it will open a file manager, you can see here I have icons uploaded here. So this is the way it works here. So when you click on download and save configuration, it is uploading icon to this directory. Okay, I will close this one, and now let's go back here. So for each state, it is able to pick up a correct ID without an extension, and the extension is usually JPG, GIF, or I don't know, PNG. It doesn't matter. I mean, you are using only the ID. ID is the name of the graphic file. Of course, it can be something else, like, I don't know, sun.gif. Why not? And it will also work. The reason here using ID, it should because you can use this Lametric gallery. But yes, you can also rename the icon and use a proper name. So for sun, it can be sun, partly cloudy, it can be something like part cloud or something like this, and you use only names without extension of the icon. So yes, you can go to this file manager, change names of those icons to the one that you want to use, and then change it here in this function node. And yeah, so these numbers are actually names of the graphical files. Then you have something like icon ID and icon map state to lowercase, and this icon is an icon that is an additional icon, and it is displayed only when there is a problem and the state is different than one of those. And if there is a kind of missing state, and there will be no missing icon, but instead this icon will be displayed, and then you will know exactly, okay, something is wrong with the state, and probably the state name is wrong. Then I will have to figure it out, what is the proper name for the state, and I will put it here and preview something like this. So cloud in the background, and here is the warning symbol. Okay, so then we have our values: temperature, humidity, wind speed, pressure, and then there is a text. I will show you it. I will show it in temperature, and so the variable temperature, and also humidity, wind speed, pressure. All of these are variables. Also icon, you can see I'm using variable icon ID, so change based on your icons system. I just added a comment here, and that is all what you need to know about the function node. Now it is time to click done, and at the end click the last thing, MQTT out node, also available on this panel. And here you have something like server, MQTT HA broker. I already presented it how to make it work, but first of all, IP address of your home assistant in this case, connect automatically, and security, MQTT user, and that's it. Let's go back, cancel this one, and here you have this topic, AW Tricks custom weather, and that's it. So it will work like a charm. Of course, because I provided a weather previously, so it should be weather 1, for example, and then you can have two actually panels. But no, I want to use weather, and I will get rid of the automation inside Home Assistant. So I will click done, and that's it. And here you can trigger it to send the data to the device. But before I will present you what I'm going to do, I want to get rid of this automation, so I will click these three dots here and delete it, and now I will go back to Node-RED and I will try to trigger this node. Of course it is triggering automatically every 10 minutes as I presented, but you can click on this square and this will just trigger it when you click it. So in a moment we will see it displaying correctly. So let's see, and here we go. This is the icon with wind and cloud, and that's it. So because there is a cloudy weather here, and if you're curious, I can change this icon and I will try to look for something else. So let's do this. First of all, let's go here and I will try to look for something like cloud. Here we go. And now I want to pick up some nice animated cloud. I mean, maybe this one. Let's say this one. I will copy the ID and quickly go here, preview, download, close, save configuration, close, copy the ID, go back here and click on this format weather message, and for the cloudy I will change this value into this, something like that. Here we go, done, deploy, click here to trigger, go back to the Droid comms and let's check the weather, and I hope it will display properly, and here we go. You can see the icon is changed and now I have this animation on my Ulanzi. I hope you enjoyed this video, so thank you very much, have a nice day or night, take care, bye bye.